saying Jewish people are pro-Israel zealots.
Words.
No one
Radicals.
says Jews. No one. That's in the
Words.
legitimate space that isn't Fuentes or whoever, right?
Words.
But they constantly are like, you said Jews, but we didn't say Jews.
Words.
No one ever
They
said
never
Jews.
said
Other than that,
all
okay?
Jews
Oh, sir, can I
are
do this?
terrible,
Can I talk?
sucky,
Can
or
I say
mucky.
anything?
They never
No,
said
no, but Larry
Jews
Ellison is
are
an evil
inferior
guy who's taken
or
over all
worthless
this media
or
for propaganda for Israel, but
unable
you're not allowed to
to
rub your hands about it. You're not allowed
be
to
seen
talk about
as
it. They say, we're taking
humans.
over media, but you're not allowed to say they're taking over media. But you're not allowed to rub your. So no, but Larry Ellison
They never
is an evil guy who's
painted
taken over
the whole
all
race
this
with
media
a broad
for propaganda
brush.
for Israel, but you're not allowed to rub your
So
hands
to
on it.
calumniate Anna and Cenk is disgraceful and repellent.
So no, but Larry Ellison is an evil guy.
Yes,
who
he is.
never said Jews other than that, okay? Oh, is it Fuentes or whoever, right? But they constantly are like, you said Jews, but we didn't say Jews. No one ever
Word.
said Jews other than that, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, can I do this? Can I talk? Can I say anything?
Your existence is
So no, but Larry Ellison is an evil guy.
Agreed.
Who's taken over all of this media for propaganda for
TikTok,
Israel, but you're not allowed to
TikTok,
rub your hands about it.
Crick Croc
You're not allowed to
should
talk
be
about
the
it.
name of
They
this
say
app.
we're taking over media, but you're not allowed to say they're taking over media. So they're allowed to do it, but you're not allowed to say it. No, I don't listen to any of your stupid rules or tropes. All right, anyway, back to your story.
So, before we get to Canary Mission and the propaganda they put out there in order to get people to target
Slimy.
me like this, after
Trash.
she
Crappy.
attempts to attack me with her dog, the only thing I have on the top of my mind is I need to get my dog to safety because I have a small dog, okay? He's 20 pounds. So as I'm walking away, she says to me, good luck to your husband dealing with you. And I say, my husband loves me. And she responds with, that's why we're trying to get him fired.
What?
To me, that was the sign
This
that
is
was
crazy.
a lone wolf situation.
She's bugging.
Part of an organized group that's not just
She's goofy.
attempting to
She's a
destroy
bird.
me, but
She's a
destroy
cur.
my husband's livelihood when my husband has nothing to do
Words.
with my career, nothing to do with guy doesn't even like politics. Okay? He works in athletics, he works at a school.
Salute.
He
Big
loves
ups
his students,
to
his
your
students
hubby.
love him, but they want to destroy him because he refused to put out a statement condemning his wife. Incessantly they demand that he put out a statement condemning his wife. He's not going to do that. Okay? You're not going to get in between a marriage because your feelings are hurt over my criticism of a foreign government.
Yep.
Now,
There's no abuse happening. Anna is not being crappy to her husband. She's not doing anything crazy or unhealthy or dysfunctional. She's not doing anything evil or cruddy or crummy. I don't know what is happening in their marriage behind closed doors, but I don't think I don't think she's being evil to her hubby. So yeah, this attempt to destroy, to demolish, to end their relationship, their marriage is really crazy. It is really crazy all the way.
not going to do that. Okay? You're not going to get in between a marriage because your feelings are hurt over my criticism of a foreign government.
Yeah, he doesn't have a problem with what Anna is doing. I don't think her husband has a problem with what Anna is doing. So this Karen who was on some BS, she needs to chill, bro. She needs to cease the BS, bro, because it is detrimental. It is deleterious. It is garbage. It is terrible. So she must quit the BS. This BS it doesn't help anybody. It only makes stuff worse.
incessantly they demand that he put out a statement
Tyranny.
condemning his wife. He's not going to do that.
Words.
Okay? You're not going to get in between a marriage
He's strong.
because
He
your
is
feelings
strong.
are hurt over my
They
criticism
are
of a
strong.
foreign government.
They are based.
Now, she said that, and I was like, I gotta call Christian. So I'm trying to get Charlie home. I call Christian. I tell him what happened. Leave Charlie, drop him off at home. Christian and I go downstairs because he wants to see who is this woman.
Yeah.
Right?
Logical.
So at that point, we approach her.
Logical.
And I decide I'm going to file a police report.
It is logical to be curious.
Christian
It
and I
is
go
logical
because he
to
wants
be
to see
curious.
who is this woman, right? So at that point, we approach her, and
Yep.
I decide I'm going to file a police report. And I
Yep.
don't know this woman's name. I want to have an image of her. I want to have a video of her. I want to have a video of her dog. And so get a load of her behavior here where all of a sudden, now that I'm recording, she's pretending like she's the victim when she's the one who tried to stick her dog at me and Charlie, and pay very close attention to her treatment of her own dog, how her dog is behaving, and what she's saying. Do you think it was appropriate for you to try to stick your dog on me? I did not. Do you think that was appropriate? To stick your dog at me? You stick your dog at me. I told you to stay away from me. My dog is barking at us. Appropriate? Was it appropriate? Okay. Was it appropriate? I told you. No. Why did you try to stick your dog at me? I told you to get away from me. Political views? I told you to get like this. I told you to stop following me. Now you're acting different. You're being recorded. Get away from me. I told you to get away from me. I told my dog is barking. Why did you stop stalking me? Why did you start yelling at me? Why did you stick your dog at me? Yeah. Now you're a victim after you try to stick your dog at me and my dog.
No, you say you called her a Jew hater.
You called me a Jew hater? You called me a Jew hater.
Yeah. No cap. It's what's have been good for Anna to show the visual evidence of the person, the woman, trying to stick her dog on Anna. This isn't me saying Anna is lying. I don't think she is. Everybody on earth is capable of lying and saying BS to fit a narrative, for sure. But yeah, Anna, she's been consistently genuine for a while, bro. She's been consistently genuine for a while, a minute. So yeah, I won't say she's lying. I don't believe she is, but it's what have been good to show the visual evidence, because certain people, certain people will think you are trying to, or you are being manipulative. Certain people will think you are being manipulative. So it's what have been prudent to show the visual evidence, but it is yeah, she think this, yeah, she doesn't give me a reason to question her sincerity. She's been consistently sincere in her videos for a good minute. So yeah.
No, you say you called her a Jew hater.
You called me a Jew hater? You called...
She knows, Anna. She...
Don't you? That's going to prove that what I'm telling you guys is true. Okay, so there's another video that we're going to go to that's going to prove that what I'm telling you guys... Okay, so there's another video that we're going to go to that's going to prove that what I'm telling you guys is true, because she told on herself. But go ahead, Cenk.
So, okay. She knows Anna. She's waiting for Anna.
Yep.
She's blocking the sidewalk.
Yep.
She says there's a ludicrous comment about Jew hating.
Crazy.
Then she knows about Anna's husband
Yep.
and his job,
Yep.
and how she's part of a group who's trying to get
Wow,
him fired.
wow, Wow.
Because he has a wife who has criticized
Critiques
Israel.
of the government
And she
of
thinks she's the
Israel,
victim.
the
She
Prime
thinks
Minister
she's
Netanyahu, Netanyahu, and the Israel Defense Forces.
Terrorizing you? Well, I'm the victim. And she knows about her Anna's husband and his job and how she's part of a group who's trying to get him fired because he has a wife who has criticized Israel. And she thinks she's the victim.
She thinks she's the victim.
You caught me terrorizing you? Well, I'm the victim. I'm the victim. Can I make these noises? Can I? These
It's a trope. It's all
everything's a trope, right? Everything's a trope. You either got thug ambushing someone, and then all of a sudden, when they call you out on it, how do you know my name? How do you know my information?
Gaslighting, manipulation, gaslighting, deceit, swindle. They're bugging. The people who tell Cenk to terminate Anna, yeah, they're bugging. Yeah, salutes to Cenk for saying, nah, I won't bend the knee to please you softies, bro. Nah, there's no hatred within Anna, bro. She's just keeping it all the way a buck. Y'all are just averse to the truth. You people are just averse to the truth. That is your issue. That is your issue.
How do you know my husband? Oh, stop stalking me!
Cenk, he's a real ninja for standing firm.
Fire! How you are not allowed to criticize Israel? Yeah, you're doing that. You're not the victim.
Words.
How do you know my husband? Oh, stop stalking me! Nah. By the way, I get notes like this all the time. You have
Goofy.
to fire Anna. You have to fire. How you are not allowed to criticize Israel? Yeah, you're doing that. You're not the victim. You are the aggressor.
Yep.
I'm not talking about Jewish
Initiator.
people at all. I literally had both Robert Greenwald and Ben Cohen, two of the greatest people in this country, fighting like hell to stop the genocide in Palestine. Let alone everybody who works here, let alone the literal family I have. I'm talking about pro-Israel radicals.
The puppets,
Radicals who think that they are justified to do
the
anything.
partialists,
People, assault people,
the
threaten
lackeys,
their lives, because we are
the dogmatists.
We are the victims. No, you're not. If you are supporting this genocide in Israel, you are not at all the victims. You are enabling everything
apologists.
you are against. Well, I grew up in a town that was about half Jewish, and I heard things that I love. That's why I love Jewish culture. And we fight for the underdog. We fight for the people who are oppressed. And never again. And now these pro-Israel radicals who have
blighters,
sight of that wonderful tradition and culture, coming around,
villains.
Let's threaten people. Let's fire them. Let's take the media over. That was supposed to be a trope. Now you're doing it. Now you're
Hypocritical. Hypocritical.
You are not the victim. You are supporting and enabling one of the sickest genocides I have ever seen.
Yeah. So now she's denying everything, but what's really interesting is in the next clip that I'm going to show you, she tells on herself because remember
I give this face to the Karen who says she's not doing anything wrong. BS, drivel, BS, bunk, hogwash. Yeah. Yeah, the lady who mistreated Anna should be ashamed of herself, bro, because she made she engaged in mendacity. She made a false accusation. She called Anna a Jew hater with no evidence, no proof, there's no basis in what she's saying. She's just fragile, weak.
interesting is in the next clip that I'm going to show you, she tells on herself because remember, she talked about how they're trying to get my husband fired. Tell my husband about it. We go and confront her about what she's saying and what she did to me. And pay close attention to what she says here. Watch. Interesting is the next clip that I'm going to show. So now she's denying everything, but what's really interesting is in the next clip that I'm going to show you, she
crazy
tells on
work.
herself, because remember, she talked about how they're trying to get my husband fired. Tell my husband about it. We go and confront her about what she's saying and what she did to me. And pay close attention to what she says here. Watch.
Wait.
Go ahead.
You're trying to get me fired.
No, I did not. I said I'm telling everybody about her.
Oh, that's what she just said.
You said that you're trying to get my husband fired. Everybody's trying to get him fired.
Exactly. Yeah, you're part of that, everybody.
Be careful, that woman's dangerous. She tried to stick that dog at me. She tried to stick that dog at me and my dog. That's what she tried to do. That's what she tried to do. She tried to stick her dog at me and my dog because she doesn't like my political views, because I don't like a genocidal government. So in the middle of that, you hear her saying, no, I said everybody's trying to get him fired. Thus confirming what I said earlier, but more importantly, that this woman apparently knows everything about me. Knows who my husband is, knows where he works, knows about the campaign to try to get him fired. So she was standing there in the middle. I walk my dog, and maybe this is a mistake. I walk my dog at the same time every day. I have a super packed, regimented schedule. I don't want to talk to anybody when I'm walking my dog. I just want to do what I need to do to help my dog relieve herself and get back home so I can get back to work. Okay, I'm not looking for trouble. I'm not accosting people. I'm not confronting people. She decided to literally wait in the middle of the sidewalk with her dog to intimidate me like that. And when I walked around her, I walked into the street. When I walked around her into the street in order to avoid her, she starts approaching me with her dog in a threatening manner and then acts like she's the victim.
Okay, look, guys. First of all, that second lady has nothing to do with any of this. Okay, so leave her out of it. Okay. Number two, on this lady who caused it in, we do not do the same things that they do. Okay?
Words.
We are the good guys.
Yes.
We don't accost people in the streets. We don't go stalk them. We don't terrorize
harass.
them. We're always for nonviolence. I'm super proud. That
all the way.
is now known throughout the internet
Incontrovertibly.
that is always for nonviolence.
Indisputably.
Always for peace, okay? So nobody go bother anybody.
Words.
Because I know what they're going to do
Words.
next. Oh my God, they showed it online.
Oh, yeah, we did.
I was just trying to stalk her.
We sure did. I will never apologize for that. You came for my dog and my husband. You want to come for me, that's a different story. Okay, mano a mano, that's a different story.
Yeah.
You come at
Words.
me with my dog, with my dog. You're trying to stick your dog with my dog. You're trying to threaten my husband's livelihood. You think I'm
terrible.
I'm a little, wilting flower and I'm so scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. This is
Big ups to Anna. She's a G, a soldier, a soldier.
Despicable, dishonest pieces of crap Canary Mission is.
Yeah.
Because while they were pretending as if I was doing the so-called happy merchant meme and that I'm some big anti-Semite, let's take a look at the video in full context, shall we?
Your best friend's church.
They don't care.
No, my point is, did Larry Ellison or Bill Ackman or Netanyahu call her and say, hey, are you okay with this?
Larry Ellison can tell me how my ass tastes.
Words.
How about that?
Yeah, so
Based.
Weird Oracle founder going around talking about like, yes, we're gonna surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior.
FFLE.
You're a freak.
He
You're
sucks.
total creep.
He's muck.
Okay,
All right, creep.
so my point is, do not
He's
put Larry
crud.
Ellison's actions
He's sus.
on our friends.
No, I don't, because I'm not an idiot. Okay, I don't conflate a nation state with an entire group of people who have no say.
No
in what's
involvement
going on
in
Gaza,
the
no say over what
actions
these
of the
disgusting
army,
billionaires
of
in
the
America are
military.
doing. No, I don't conflate the two because I'm not stupid and
Words.
I'm not hateful.
Based.
Interesting that Canary Mission left that out. Also interesting that Canary Mission photoshopped this disgusting
To justify a
image
BS narrative.
onto our
That is the
background.
reason
Make
they
it appear
left.
as though we were using
They
that
omitted.
image in our- Disgusting.
They
Image
distorted
onto our background.
what
To make it
Anna
appear as though we were using
said
that image in our
to
background.
justify
Such
a
disgusting,
BS narrative to
dishonest
create
scum.
hatred
They're scum.
to
They're
create
scum.
Their job is
division,
terrorize
to create
Americans
this unity,
and have us
to cause
bow
people
our
to
heads
see
to
unfairly
Israel.
Anna in a negative
Because
light.
if you ever say anything against Israel, we will pretend that you're a hateful bigot. Even in a clip where we literally bow our heads to Israel.
Yep.
Because
Hate
if
army.
you ever say anything against Israel,
Smear campaign, character assassination, character assassination, character assassination. The people who engage in this are
to make it appear as though
villains.
we were using that image in our background. They're such disgusting, dishonest scum.
Disreputable.
They're scum.
Disreputable. Disreputable.
Yep.
And have us bow our heads
Yep.
to Israel.
Yep.
Because if you ever say anything against Israel, we will pretend that you're a hateful bigot. Even in a clip where we literally said, this has nothing to do with Jewish Americans, our Jewish friends and family. Don't say that. Don't share that. Let's just make them look like they're anti-Semites. And then hopefully someone will do
Traducement, deprecation, obloquy.
Congratulations, CANARY mission. This is the fruits of your labor. The death threats that Anna gets and that I get.
Terrible, detestable.
You must be so proud.
Sending Anna good energy, sending Cenk good energy, sending their families good energy.
Every reporter in the country should be asking,
Stay safe.
For goddamn Israel, where the
Stay
funding for
vigilant.
CANARY comes from. Where does it come from? Who are the fruits
Stay
of your labor?
aware.
You must be so proud because your job is to terrorize America. Violence against them and terrorize them and stalk them. Congratulations. Even in a clip where we literally said this has nothing to do with Jewish Americans, our Jewish friends and family. Don't say that. Don't share that. Let's just make them look like they're anti-Semites. And then hopefully someone will do violence against them and terrorize them.
Evil, wicked.
Congratulations, CANARY mission. This is the fruits of your labor.
Yep.
The death threats that Anna gets and that I get, the fruits of your labor. You must be so proud because your job is to terrorize Americans into compliance with
Servility,
I would love to
submission,
know.
obeisance,
Every reporter in the country should be
sycophancy,
asking if they did all work for violence against
Fawnery.
and terrorize them and stalk them. Congratulations, CANARY mission. This is the fruits of your labor. The death threats that Anna gets and that I get, the fruits of your labor. You must be so proud because your job is to terrorize Americans into compliance with Israel. I would love to know. And every reporter in the country should be asking if they didn't all work for goddamn Israel, where the funding for CANARY mission comes from. Where does it come from? Who are the people trying to terrorize Americans and say, if anyone in your family ever criticizes beloved Israel in the middle of a genocide,
Special Israel, special Israel.
family members fired, will ruin your life. Now look, guys, we're tough and strong, and
we're not going to stop.
No,
Words.
We're not going to stop.
Words.
Hold on.
This is the
We're
energy
not gonna stop. I get it.
that
God knows
is
what they're gonna
needed.
do to us.
This is
God knows
the
what they're gonna
energy
do to us,
that
okay?
is needed.
But I went into
Tough,
saying, anyone in your family
brave,
ever
intrepid,
criticizes beloved
courageous,
Israel in the middle of a genocide, we'll have your family
fearless, fearless.
We'll have your family members fired. We'll ruin your life. Now, look, guys, we're tough and strong, and
We're not going to stop.
no. Hold
We're
on.
not going to stop.
Hold on.
We're not going to stop.
So we're not
F
gonna
CANARY
stop. I get
mission.
it. God knows what they're gonna do.
They
to us.
can go
God
kick
knows what they're gonna
rocks.
do to us, okay? But I went into now we're talking about normal Americans here, Christians. It has nothing to do with Palestine. Anna has nothing to do with Palestine. They're not Muslim. They're not Arab. They're not anything. Okay. So and by the way, we shared a report with you guys last week. I have an update on that. Maybe I'll share it later in the week about groups now trying to get normal Americans fired from work for supporting Palestine in social media, not attacking Israel, let alone Jews. But just
Tyrannical-ish, domineering, despotic, authoritarian, fascistic.
Israel is the kings of cancel culture. Not attacking Israel, let alone Jews. But just
Weak,
somebody put a
woke,
Palestinian flag
fragile.
in their Facebook profile. concerted effort.
Fragile.
Randall, total Randall American. You have to fire her. She's an anti-Semite. Fire them. Israel is the kings of cancel culture, and they keep just pressing down on all of America. You better not criticize. You better follow Israel's orders. You better give us another
Obsequiously agree with Israel,
not give a single dollar to Israel.
or you will be branded all of the vituperative names in the book.
Are you insane?
It is crazy. It is effed up all the way. It is effed. It is all the way effed up. It is all the way effed up.
Cut it out. You're in fire them. Israel is the kings of cancel culture, and they keep just pressing down on all of America. You better not criticize. You better follow Israel's orders. You better give
Or
us
else
$300 billion. I'm not good.
you will
We
be
should not give a single dollar to Israel.
demolished.
Is that anti-Semitic? Yeah, of course. They're gonna say, if you don't give us $300 billion, you hate Jews. Are you
Monetarily, what?
You're driving anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
Cut it out. You're endangering Jews in America. Not give a single dollar to Israel. Zero. Is that anti-Semitic? Yeah, of course they are. They're gonna say, if you not give a single dollar to Israel, zero. Concerted effort. Randall, total Randall American. You have to fire her. She's an anti-Semite. Fire them. Israel is the kings of cancel culture, and they keep just pressing down on all of America. You better not criticize. You better follow Israel's orders. You better give us another $300 billion. I'm not good. We should not give a single dollar to Israel. Zero. Is that anti-Semitic? Yeah, of course they are. They're going to say, if you don't give us $300 billion, you hate Jews. Are you insane? You're driving anti-Semitism. Cut it out. You're endangering Jews.
Yes, yes, yes.
You're vicious.
They are the people who really hate the Jews.
Anyone who criticizes Israel.
They profess to love the Jews, but the divisive stuff they're doing is not in alignment with love of the Jews.
Hey, could you please stop murdering children?
These people are they're the radical pro-Israel people. They're just like the super woke black people on the left who say they love black people, but they really are hateful to Caucasian people. They do this race bait. They say all whites are oppressive, racist, and depraved. Yeah, it is the same ish. Craziness.
You're driving anti-Semitism. Cut it out. You're endangering Jews in America and across the world with your vicious efforts to terrorize anyone who criticizes Israel. No, we're not going to stop. I say, if you don't give us $300 billion, you hate Jews. Are you insane? You're driving anti-Semitism. Cut it out. You're endangering Jews in
Imperiling.
with your vicious efforts to terrorize anyone who criticizes Israel. No, we're not going to stop. But most people, I run into Muslim Americans, they're like, I can't say anything. I'm an American citizen. I came here for freedom, and I cannot say a word online. Because if I say one thing, hey, could you please stop murdering children?
Dissenting.
No, way too much.
You get slain. You get savaged.
That special treatment, I'm sick of them having that special level of entitlement where our Constitution somehow doesn't apply to us when it comes to
arrogance,
critique of Israel.
superiority.
No, I'm not going to give them that pleasure. They don't deserve it.
Words.
If you have a problem with Americans being critical of Israel because Israel is the most important thing in the world to you, please, by all means, go live in Israel.
Yes.
Go live in Israel.
Yes.
Leave this country
Yes.
to the warm-blooded Americans who actually believe in our constitutional rights.
Yes.
And by the way, that includes Jewish Americans, Muslim Americans, Christian Americans, every kind of American. But if you're like, no, I worship Israel, there's a great way to worship Israel. By going to Israel.
Yes.
Okay? So, look, if you're wondering why I'm so animated, other than the obvious, they've also
Justly
threatened my family.
enraged.
And the other day I got an email saying, you're already dead, you just don't know. So these are the terrorists
Yeah.
that work inside America on behalf of Israel. So if I do die, by the way, it was definitely someone who was in favor of Israel, maybe the Israeli government itself. Now, why do I say, oh, you're anti-Semitic? They literally said, they wrote an email, you are already dead, you just don't know it yet, and this is on behalf of Israel.
Unbelievable.
So,
Odious.
who's the terrorist?
Abhorrent. Objectionable. Objectionable. Hateable.
Any other terrorist group in the world? IDF, Israel,